The Mario & Luigi franchise is one of Nintendo's most comical and beloved properties. With the help of Alpha Dream Team, they have managed to consistently make several engaging titles that have brought immense satisfaction and joy to countless fans. Most notable of them all, Bowser's Inside Story. Many people have praised it for its incredibly innovative gameplay and exceptionally memorable soundtrack. And it's the latter that I plan to explore with all of you today. Join me as we soundtrack dip into Bowser's Inside Story. Hello, my loyal friends and fans. Welcome to part 4, the finale. For some of you, the moment you have been waiting for. Let's make this one the best one yet. There's a lot of story stuff that happens before we get into the next song here, so why don't we do a nice, quick, speedy summary. Bowser comes across flowers which the bros use to make him super sneeze. He ends up sneezing so powerfully he awakens a sentient tower that pounds him into the dirt, which prompts the bros to bring back a giant Bowser. He kicks some tower ass and then decides to explore the tower. While exploring, he comes across the spirit of the tower, who shows him a boo device which helps to clear up the block path from before. So the brothers find the sage creature and defeat it again. The creature reveals its true form and hands over one of the 3 star cures. It opens up a new area where the brothers help Bowser unlock a body slam ability, which after using it to solve puzzles in Plague Beach, the second sage, Cuzzle, rewards Bowser the 2nd star cure, which one of Bowser's minions has stowed back in Bowser's castle. Once he makes it there, he gets run over by a fawful train and goes giant yet again. He destroys it and goes to get the star cure which was put in his safe. Unfortunately, he's forgotten the combination, so the bros enter his memory banks to try and find it. Here we take part in a really cool fucking battle, where the bros fight robot-looking versions of themselves. After they best themselves, they find the code and Bowser gets the star cure from his safe. But his minions, it turns out, are actually under Fawful's influence and stuff him into his safe and chuck it away. Bowser swallows the star cure out of frustration, putting the 2nd cure in the brothers' hands. They head to Dr. Toadley and figure out that the 3rd cure is back at Plague Beach. They go there, find the sage, beat him, head back to Dr. Toadley who assembles them into the Miracle Toadley Cure and cures all the blurb toads, then they use it to destroy the barriers. And finally, after all that, we reach our next area theme. The Mushroom Kingdom is under Fawful's reign. The highly saturated colors have been toned down and there are several of his minions scattered all over the castle. Sound like a serious situation? Well, with this music, I certainly think so. There's an eerie organ backed up with a timpani and this bellowing synthetic orchestra. You can even hear a subtle chorus of people from time to time. There's this unnerving tone that's constantly rising and falling, going ding 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 ding. God, this is sending shivers down my spine. Things got drastically less fun as we stepped into the Fawful-run Peach's castle. Not long ago, we had such a beautiful melodic tone that shimmered across these hallowed halls. Now it's just the desecrated shell of its former glorious self. They know how to get you invested, bro. Like, I'm not dropping this console until I get back the I'm into this. It's not one of the better tracks on this list, but God does it work great at making things bleak. And the inside version is even more haunting. It's almost got a more ghostly feel to it. It's like a haunted Boo House level. Except I will say that those tracks at least have a bit more of a memorable hook. This is more just spooks magooks for the pure sake of just being incredibly spooks magooks. The very start almost sounds angelic for a few seconds until the tone shifts downward. It's like a bait and switch for someone who just died and passed away. Whoa, 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 go back up with the music. I don't like it's creepy. Change this. It sounds so... Oh, and then the organ's gonna come in too. Oh no, yeah, I'm definitely in hell right now, aren't I? Moving right along, the bros run into Midbus, who makes them fight a bunch of trash. And after they beat it, it tosses over the safe with Bowser in it. The 3 decide that it would be best to get inside Bowser again, so they find another conveniently placed pipe, and Bowser, it appears, has a bit of back pain, so Toadsworth instructs the bros to stimulate it by drilling into it for a couple minutes. And when I say a couple minutes, I mean actual real life time. They literally make you wait 5 actual minutes until Bowser's back is fixed and the game is ready to proceed.
Is this some kind of cruel joke?
Probably. Either way, we should take a couple minutes here to talk about the song that they play here, because it's really cute. It's like a little lullaby. The idea is that we're taking a few minutes to relax, sip some tea, rejuvenate, meditate, and restore Bowser to his limber self. So we have a calm, even pace and instruments that are easy on the ears. It's an even more pleasant tune considering we've been brought to the brink of depression with the last track. It reminds you just to take a breath, relax, get very zen, just enjoy life. Oh, he's up! Oh, screw that, let's jump back into this! Bowser zooms with his newfound shell roll ability right into the inside of Peach's castle. Now we're talking. Once you step into Peach's castle, things start to go from dreadfully gloomy to delightfully gloomy. You don't hear nothing like this in the previous tracks. Starting things off, we got the xylophone, which is practically present throughout the whole track, and we get some nice moments from the clarinet in one verse and a harpsichord in another, both just chewing up every second they're heard in this track. They compose them with such a grand presence. Brings a uniqueness and grandness to this song and the area in which it plays. They were saving these for just the right occasion. And for the Inside Bowser version, listen man, I don't know about you, but this is literally the Super Mario 64 sand and lava level theme. Seriously, there was that other track before in the last episode that used some of the Super Mario 64 synthesizer in it. This one is just full on 64ing right now. You can't tell me you don't hear it. I really kind of dug this about this track. It made me instantly like it so much more than I probably would have if it just played the same 80s arcade style they've been doing for the other tracks. And just like the outside version, this helps it stand out from the other tracks before it. Well played, Yoko Shimomura. Well played. Bowser eventually catches up to Fawful, who is now absorbing the power of the Dark Star. Bowser also incidentally absorbs some of the Dark Star, and it creates a dark copy of him which chases after the rest of the darkness in Fawful. And after it consumes him, it fully turns him into... The Dark Star starts to engulf the whole world with darkness. Bowser and the brothers inside him all get ready to partake in a grand epic final battle to take down Dark Bowser, rescue Peach, who, oh crap, I forgot to mention that Dark Bowser kidnapped, and bring everything back to normal. The music is doing just as well as it can as a lead up to the true climactic and much awaited final boss track. Truthfully, I don't think much of this one. If I had to remark on something, maybe I would have liked it to be a bit more hype, because it's sitting pretty on par with some of the other Foreboding tracks. I would like something more intense to really get us excited for the big battle. But seriously, what does that matter when the composers so graciously bestowed us with this? This track needs no introduction. It's the big one. It's this game's Mona Lisa. It's Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. This is the Grande Finale. It is almost impossible to put into words why this is so highly acclaimed, but I'd be utterly insane not to at least try. It's beyond anyone to ignore the monumental impact that this song has had on hundreds of dozens of people who have listened to it. I've heard this baby everywhere on YouTube. So many people are head over heels for this track. I myself knew this track was special from the moment I laid my ears on it. I've always known that this was the greatest song in this game and that it goes unbelievably hard, but man, if I had only known. All I can say is what an immense level of jealousy I have to all of you who were able to grow up experiencing this final boss battle. There's not a thing on this planet I wouldn't give up to have heard this for the first time when this game first dropped. This boss battle is unfathomably amazing. The different attacks that you dodge, the creativeness and intensity is just a perfect parallel to this beautiful track. The music in all its synthetic bit crush glory just makes this long and hard fought battle so lively. You really feel on top of the world when you perfectly evade every attack and perfectly strike this dark evil being down. The piano is just hitting so hard the whole way through, absolute peak levels of vivacity. I am in awe with its almost godlike presence in this track. The perfect blend of instrumentation and synth. Everything here is just unbelievably great. The work the composers did here has already gotten all the love and admiration it undoubtedly deserves. It's one of the greatest Mario and Luigi tracks ever, and it is one of the greatest musical pieces in all of video game history. And it finally tops Okie Dokie as my favorite battle theme in this game. Wow. My god, and if you can believe it, that's not even the end. Let's keep going. Once you beat the Dark Star, everything finally returns back to normal and Bowser spits everyone out. Bowser finds out that the brothers were in him all along, and the three partake in yet another battle over the end credits. And so we close off the game in true Nintendo fashion with a big collaborative piece bringing out all the motifs from all the different places you've journeyed through. They're the best at doing these type of tracks. It's always such a treat to reminisce on everything you experienced. And these area themes were freaking awesome, so it's titillating to even think about them all coming together into one song. In order, they bring in Plaque Beach, Cape, which thanks to this helpful comment, I was finally able to realize I was saying incorrectly. The ever so fun Dimble Woods. The delightful Waltz in the Lake. The Toad Town. And then, with probably my favorite transition, the Evergreen Grasslands. And finishing off with the very beginning track from the title screen. This, honest to God, might be one of the better, if not the best Mario credits I have heard. It's just so easy to nail this one, what with all the already incredibly catchy melodies. This is such an amazing piece, genuinely. And they partner it up with the visuals of the bros and Bowser fighting. It's just so cute, man. They even finished restoring their kingdoms to their original state, and the princess actually sends a thank you gift to Bowser, which he opens, revealing cake with Princess Peach, Mario, Luigi, and a big old frosty drawing of Bowser's face. This is seriously one of the most touching ends to a Mario game I think I've ever experienced. The gang know that Bowser is their arch nemesis, but still are eternally grateful for the huge part he played in helping save their kingdoms. The only thing that would perfect this already heartfelt end is if they added a shot of Bowser and a single tear, or even just him giving a simple smile. That would literally fuck me up so hard if I saw that. The music box jingle recreation of the opening title theme, it's already got me all misty-eyed, bro. Like, this game is now one of my favorite Mario games, without a doubt. The humor, the battles, the music, it is all just expertly crafted. They really put together such an entertaining and unforgettable experience. And I am immensely pleased that I now get to share in the delight that people have partaken with this game for so long. The Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story OST earns a 5 out of 5 rating. I highly recommend this to anybody who is a fan of Mario and of video game music alike. But before we wrap up, how about I announce some awards for some of the best tracks in this game. First up, the winner of the best area theme goes to Grasslands All the Way. Next up, the best Inside Bowser version goes to Short Break in Mushroom Kingdom. And lastly, the best battle theme goes to none other than the Grande Finale. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Soundtrack Dip Awards, and we hope to see you next time. Seriously though, guys, I had so much fun doing this one. Thank you so much for voting for this game, because I've been putting it off for so long, but now you guys kind of gave me no choice but to actually talk about it, and I really had a lot of fun going through it. It's something that I don't know how I've spent my life not hearing and not in this game. I don't know how I never actually checked it out. It is really just incredible. And now that we wrap this series up, I hope you guys like this new format. I think some of you have said that you do like it, which is great, because this is definitely manageable for me. I can definitely keep doing this every week for you guys. It should be easy enough. If you want to keep seeing more of this type of stuff, I will be polling next week for the next game that we're going to talk about, so make sure that you guys are being very attentive on your YouTube next week, because I will be polling to see what the next series we jump into is going to be. So please make sure that you go ahead and do whatever you can to make sure that your next favorite game ends up being talked about on Soundtrack Dip. It could happen. I could talk about your next favorite OST here on Soundtrack Dip. Just let me know if you want me to talk about it, and I will. Just a heads up, I am going on a bit of a vacay at the end of this month. I will be back at the beginning, roughly around the beginning of September, and when I get back, I will go right back into doing the soundtrack dips for you guys. So please just stand by until then. Like I said, next week I'll be polling, so you guys go ahead and pay attention to that, and then when I come back, we'll talk about whatever ends up winning the polls. If you guys like this, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe. What do you think I could have done better in this soundtrack dip? Do I have to change anything? Touch that ding dong to make sure that you guys are getting notified when I release more of these videos. And if you guys didn't like anything about this, don't worry. You know why? Because you can still leave a like and a comment and subscribe. Touch that ding dong, and we will see you guys then.